G'day everyone, it's your boy, Jordan CS No here, and welcome back to another cringy ass video on the dark web. And now today's video is going to be a bit different, mainly in that I'm trying to do this a bit differently. It's going to be less edited, because my goal here is to make this video quicker than I would usually make this kind of video. But anyway, no one cares. So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the recent drama surrounding the God of War Ragnarok release date. More importantly, concerning Sony Fanboys sending unsolicited dick pics to a female developer of the game by the name of Estelle Tigani, I hope I've pronounced that correctly, requesting that she tell them the release date. You know, since everyone thought there was going to be news about the release date of God of War Ragnarok, and there wasn't, which, unsurprisingly, upset a lot of Sony fanboys, considering that they've resorted to pulling shit like this. Now, this was brought to light by a tweet from Estelle, the developer, saying, "Pro tip, sending me dick pics asking for the God of War Ragnarok release date will not, in fact, get me to reveal the release date. To the people who are doing so, when did that ever work for you?" And then there's a gif of Michael Jordan saying, "Stop it, get some help." Now look, obviously this is very serious. It is quite disgusting that this kind of thing is happening. It is absolutely unacceptable that these sick motherfuckers have resorted to sexually harassing somebody just because there was no news about their game revealed. However, in saying that, I do find it quite funny that Sony fanboys have basically went full incel just because there was no news about one of their precious exclusives. Like, I could understand how this would upset a lot of Sony fanboys, as they have to wait a little bit longer to play their next 10 out of 10 Metacritic exclusive and own the Xbox. I mean, it's honestly made even funnier by the fact that up to now, they were making excuses for the lack of news, whilst also saying that PC gamers are the kings of waiting. So obviously a few of them have been getting a little bit desperate and have resorted to doing shit like this. I really gotta ask though, what did they think was gonna happen? Like, did they legitimately think that she was gonna give them the fucking release date? Like, not only is it disgusting to actually do this, but it is just laughably stupid that anyone actually thought this would work. Like, if sending a chick a picture of your Johnson, which I know these guys have probably fucking done before, got you 0 bitches in the first place, then of course it's not gonna work to convince an actual human woman to risk losing probably a very high-paying job by violating an NDA that she probably had to sign to get said job, just so that she can tell some loser on the internet the release date of a game. Like, at least buy her a drink first. I'm a horrible person. Now, this tweet did blow up quite a bit, to the point where people are just clowning on Sony fanboys for this kind of shit. There's a lot of jokes about JTech since he did something similar a few years back, which is quite fucking funny. I'll put up one of the memes I screen capped earlier, which was honestly pretty funny. Now, this did get to a point where even Cory Barlog and Sony Santa Monica have issued statements condemning this kind of behavior. Which honestly, props to them for actually doing the right thing and putting their foot down and saying that this shit isn't okay. Now, even though this was probably a very small amount of ponies that did this, somehow a lot of Sony fanboys have just had absolutely L takes on this entire situation. Which is honestly quite fucking sad and kind of surprising as well, since all they really had to do to get a W take on this would have been to just stand against this shit and not make excuses for it. And people fucking wonder why we say that Sony fanboys are worse than Xbox fanboys. Anyway, let's read some of these L takes. One of them was responding to Cory Barlog from Magomed Anibomedov, which says, "I blame the snitch and Jason Schreier for this." The fuck did they have to do with this? Yeah, let's blame some games journalists and not the actual people that did it. Fuck out of here. If they didn't leak that there was gonna be a reveal on the 30th, then people wouldn't have built unrealistic expectations, and there wouldn't be all this extra pressure on you guys. Yeah, and that fucking justifies people sending unsolicited dick pics to developers of the game. Get fucked. Okay, yeah, a few people were disappointed that there wasn't any news about the game. Should they be upset about it? Yeah, probably. Should they maybe direct backlash towards Sony for this? Absolutely, they can do that. But should they go and sexually harass a developer of the game who really isn't at fault here? Of course not. I'm sorry, but if you genuinely believe that anyone is at fault here besides the sick motherfuckers that are doing this shit, then you're a fucking moron. Like, I could not fathom doing this, regardless of how angry I was about the lack of news about a game that I really like. This next one comes from Arkit Duin. It says, "Can you verify if those weirdos had a green X profile picture or a blue PlayStation profile picture?" Of course somebody is trying to shift the blame over to Xbox fans. Like, for as bad as Xbox fanboys are, I'm just gonna say they are not nearly this bad. You can just tell, this motherfucker doesn't actually care about the issue at hand. He just doesn't want people to be criticizing Sony fanboys for it. This next one comes from Sandy Sander. This is responding to Cory Barlog. It says, "We need God of War Ragnarok release information as soon as possible, because we have been waiting so long." Dude, you've just been informed that someone has literally been sexually harassed over this. Is now really the best time to be asking for this shit? But it should just really go to show you that these Sony fanboys are not normal people who actually care about these kinds of things. They just want their exclusives so that they can win their bullshit console war debates with Xbox fans on the internet. Now this one is just absolutely fucking insane. It isn't necessarily defending the actions, but it's still just fucking stupid. To think that somebody actually typed this out and thought that this was a good response to this. This comes from a user by the name of JD Erickson. It says, "You're a grown man, Cory Barlog. You get back what you put into this world. That's not just a Judeo-Christian belief." Since when the fuck was this about religion? If you want respect, an easy small step towards that is to not use trashy language. Who does he need to get respect from here? Like, I don't think he wants respect from the people sending unsolicited dick pics to one of his co-workers. And also, dude, all he did was swear a little bit. That doesn't make him any less respectable. Especially considering the situation at hand. It invites trashy attention from more trashy people. You need media training. Oh yeah, Cory Barlog needs media training. Because how dare you, Cory Barlog, not respond calmly to this situation about one of your co-workers being sexually harassed on the internet. Like, how dare you be reasonably upset about this and use a couple curse words? Even though this is a very serious issue of one of your co-workers being harassed. I mean, seriously, it's funny that he calls out Cory Barlog for using bad language, instead of the people doing the actually bad thing here, you know, sending unsolicited dick pics to someone over the internet. This last one comes from the Rusty Gamer 1. It says, "Seems like clout chasing. Why doesn't anyone ever prove this and name and shame them?" I really gotta ask, why the fuck would this woman need clout on the internet when she literally works for one of the biggest game studios in the world and probably gets paid a very handsome amount? Like, it is honestly fucking stupid trying to call this clout chasing, just because she's not naming the random nobodies that did this. Anyway, I'm done with this video. That's the end of today's video. If you did enjoy, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe? Turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload. Follow me on Twitter at JordanCSNo. Subscribe to the second channel, JordanCS2. Links to both of those will be in the description. Please don't send any hate over to any of the accounts mentioned in this video. It's really unneeded. But that's all for today. So until the next one, piss off.